So I'm here again in my dressing gown just because I wanted to talk about the divine masculine and my relationship to him because it's something that is classic. Yeah, resistance has been coming up. Oh yeah. I mean, it's not that uncommon for my screen to do that, but oh, yeah. So I've talked a bit about the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and I feel very um, connected with the divine feminine. The divine masculine is a harder road, something I've been shielding myself from. Yeah, partly because, or maybe fully because, and this is all in me, I'm not blaming anyone, or, yeah, it's not outside me. But so when I say like my relationship with the wounded masculine, I'm not talking about other people. So the wounded masculine has shown himself to me quite prominently in my life. Oh, to us all, and following, my sort of theory of all of those parts of us, I could say in us all, but I when I'm talking, I really want to take responsibility for myself fully. I don't want to blame anyone, any circumstances for anything in my life. It's all me. But I also don't want to have this self indulgent, great big talk about me. Mm. But in talking about my relationship with the masculine, I think, feel like it might be not uncommon, especially because the last couple of generations, the masculine father has not always had to show up. So whether they have or not has been a bit dicey. So my physical father was there my whole life. So he still is. Um, and we had a pretty strained relationship most of my life, which has coloured my view on life, of course. And lately I've had glimpses of a more of the loving father, partly with my father and partly with other fathers. And sometimes I've found that seeing it in someone else has helped me see it in my life. And a couple of times that that's happened recently in the last year is I joined Toastmasters, and the club that I'm in is mostly men. And one thing that happened the other day was it was just part of this guy's speech that he said that his daughter made him I think it was a card or a poster or something anyway that and she'd written on it, "Never too old for hugs." And so he laminated it and put it on the fridge. And I was like, wow, that is incredible. And it just was like the picture of it father and daughter that can just hug all the time and want to hug each other all the time, like a daughter that goes up and hugs her father and he wants to be hugged. Oh, such a beautiful, beautiful thing. And also a father and daughter that were at another Toastmasters thing. This wasn't during a speech, this was at a social gathering. And they were talking about like her homework from when she was at school. And her father like referred to her homework when she was like 10 years old and stuff. And I'm like, wow, he acknowledged that she had homework and like knew what it was and stuff. And I'm like, oh, because I didn't have that. I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing that fathers would be involved or know what's going on. It's like, it was a bit mind blowing for me. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's what that looks like. That's amazing. But luckily for me, time is an illusion, so it doesn't even matter what happens when. So lately, for me, I have had developments in my relationship with my own father. And because I decided, well, actually, it was my brother said that, sometimes dad lines up for a hug, so you give him a hug. And I hadn't really noticed that happening. And then after that, I was like, right, so if dad stands up when I'm coming or going, I take that as he wants a hug and hug him. But as he gets older, sometimes I just hug him anyway, even if he doesn't stand up, because he's not always up to standing up. But last Christmas, he instigated a hug with me. And I was like, I think it's the first time ever. And I'm 53. But that's okay because time doesn't matter. And my father hugged me. Also, near the end of last year, here goes my screen again. My father said, I'm proud of you. And I was like, oh, record that, take that to the bank. Oh, hold on to that one because, yeah, there was a proviso around it. And he went on to explain that he was proud of me for donating blood and that he was a bit disappointed in my siblings that they didn't because he thought that all of his children would donate blood. And I just made excuses for them why they didn't, and we carried on. But the divine masculine. So if I let God love me, I would just hearing those words as they're coming out. Why would I ever not let God love me? And I can just change my behavior whenever I want so I can let God love me. It just sounds so crazy. Crazy to ever have not let that be the way. Mm. Just wondering also if times in my life when I've not believed in God, if that's been my of course, it's been my protection. Mm. So if I let down my shields and let God love me, because he always did. There was never, he never stopped. I just made up stories that stopped it getting in my, that stopped me from feeling it. Mm. So choosing my own feelings, choosing my own thoughts leads me to God. Just want to do a little meditation that I did read out the other day, but I might do it again because I was listening to it again this morning and I've just got it recorded on my phone. And I really like it. So hopefully, if you've stayed this long, uh, thank you. Thank you for letting me unpack in front of you. And I'll do this and then I'll finish. So take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. In this moment, I am safe. I don't have to rush or fix anything. My breath is enough. My presence is enough. I am enough. As I breathe, I return to the steady rhythm of life moving through me. The same rhythm that moves the tides and opens flowers moves through me. I am part of something vast and supportive. Today, I choose kindness towards myself. I release the idea I have to prove my worth. I allow small steps to be enough. I allow help to come in gentle ways. I open to possibilities I can't yet see. I am learning, growing, softening, and that is enough for today. With each breath, I am coming home to safety, to calm, to myself. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful, blessed day, life. Bye.